may end up becoming. Speaking of the recording, yes, we do have a recording. My name is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber, and my partner in crime is Cesar Trabanco, who's working behind the scenes there and in front of the scenes to help facilitate all of this. We're driven by a crazy idea, and that is by having a chamber of commerce that's everywhere, we can help facilitate trade, and particularly exporting. Exporting has always been the key focus for Global Chamber for our 6 years of life, although we also are involved with and have members in importing and investment, foreign direct investment, and all of the other elements of global business. But exporting has always been kind of our core area and who we really love to get up in the morning for to help and support. So having 5 exporters here today is right down the heart in terms of what we love to do and support. League of Opportunities, the purpose of this event is similar to other meetups that we do, and that is for our members to be aware of other members that have special offerings and unique things that they're bringing to the world. And so the spur of this event was League of Extraordinaries, which is a different meeting that we do twice a month where business service providers get together. One of our chapters, and it was Christian Aguirre from Hermosillo, Mexico, mentioned, hey, it would be kind of cool to have a league of something else that is involved with exporters and others with special opportunities that they're offering around the world. And so it became League of Opportunities, and that's what we're in today. It's really somewhat of a speed dating for international people to connect up with international companies that have success and interest in greater success. We also have, by the way, have a league, an export league, which is something that we offer within certain metro areas. We have not offered that yet in San Antonio. Perhaps someday we will. But the next one, I believe, is the second cohort for the city of Phoenix, Arizona, sponsored by the city, where we helped last year, 8 exporters find clients around the world. And that's, again, one of the things that keeps us up and going. That can be done virtually. And that's what we did last year virtually. The pandemic be damned, there are ways to build business despite the pandemic, even without traveling. And Global Chamber does that every day. And we're going to do it today too. Hopefully we'll be building some business today and certainly building connections that build to business. Carlos, before we introduce the first company, would you like to say a word or two about Greater SATX and our partnership and collaboration and things that you're involved with?
Doug, thank you very much. Christopher, thank you. And Cesar, your team is outstanding and has been able to give us this service value proposition to companies, which we truly value. I think we have been going through this, which I'll talk in a bit. We've been going through this program since May of this year. And well, good morning, good afternoon to everyone around the world. We are pleased to have 5 companies from San Antonio, Texas, the region. If for those who have San Antonio or don't know where San Antonio is at, I invite you to learn a little bit more about what we have to offer. I think, in my own humble opinion, it is one of the friendliest cities around the world. And you can honestly attest that to all the business community as well to our partners from the public sector to the private sector and what we're trying to do. So Greater SATX, who are we? We are the Regional Economic Partnership that promotes San Antonio and the region around the globe. So anything that has to do with the metropolitan statistical area in San Antonio and New Braunfels, we are in charge of promoting that. We do workforce development as well as helping local companies in their growth expansion. And under this growth and expansion, we have our Export Leaders Program, which is basically business development opportunities for our exporters. So why we this program has been in existence for about 15 years. It's now housed under Greater SATX, but we understand that exporting is not as easy as selling to Arkansas or to Louisiana or to New York. So we have to really demystify the everything that goes along with or is implied with exporting. So we built this program upon that. And the challenge was basically to understand what it takes to build an export plan and to develop it and to execute the strategy that we're trying to develop. We have in this audience now the City of San Antonio's Mexico City office, as well as others around the San Antonio community. So I do invite you to explore more about our assets, about our community, and anything that has to do with San Antonio. So since May of this year, we have started with different modules. Jorge Canavati has been very kind to sit on the steering committee, as well as Sherry in this call. And I have missed anyone else, but we have been trying to explore different opportunities to help these exporters. Anything from trade finance to logistics to business culture to anything that's implied with exporting. Without further ado, Doug, I know that I have only 2-3 minutes, but I want to thank you for this support, this level of support, and to all your team that's doing an outstanding job. And hopefully we can continue. This is the first one of many to come for other cohorts in San Antonio. Thank you, Doug.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We are going to finish on time, which means right at the top of the hour or by the top of the hour, so you can move on to whatever you're doing next. But in the meantime, we're going to hear from 5 amazing companies. Thank you, Carlos, again for the partnership and the collaboration. And these 5 companies are extraordinary. They'll also, and all of you should notice, there are some really extraordinary people in the room as well. And one of them actually kind of relates to maybe our first speaker, Devil's River Whiskey, and Mike Cameron. Mike, one of the world's leading whiskey markets is Japan, and there is not a better market research person in Japan than Dominic Carter with the Carter Group. He is by far the most outstanding person to understand what market needs are in Japan. And so there are folks, maybe not as amazing as Dominic, certainly not relative to Japan, but in other functional areas and in other regions of the world in this audience. And so just keep that in mind as we go along. Devil's River, I guess, Dominic, is Devil's Riba. That one's a really hard one with the L's and the V's that turn into B's and the L's that turn into R's in Japanese. So that may be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not sure. Devil's River Whiskey has a unique taste and is a company that's had success in the United States. And so, Mike, we look forward to learning more about what you've been able to accomplish, what your uniquenesses are, and how we can help. Please go ahead. And are you there, Mike?
Can everyone hear me okay? All right. I think, Carlos, can everyone hear me okay? Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for having this call and setting this up. It's nice to see everybody virtually. My name is Mike Cameron, as Doug mentioned. I'm the president and CEO of Devil's River Whiskey. I don't have a presentation, just my words. If you'd like to learn anything about the company, the best way is just to go to our website. There's a wealth of information at devilsriverwhiskey.com. And there's lots of information, and answer any question you have about our products. I started this company. This is my second venture. We started this company, forming it in 2015. We did not release the brand until 2017, just in the state of Texas. We are focused on whiskey, specifically bourbon. Bourbon is the unique product of the United States. You cannot make bourbon anywhere else in the world except the U.S., passed by Congress May 5th, 1964. So it's our own appellation. There's just like tequila is protected, or cognac, or champagne. Bourbon is exclusive to the United States. With that said, bourbon, the United States is only 5% of the world's population, and I am currently sold in 33 states in the United States, but I see a huge opportunity to expand into other markets. I'm interested in Mexico, Canada, UK, Japan, certainly, and others. So I just see the whiskey industry growing more so than ever. I read an article the other day that said that the whiskey sales in the world are going to double in the next 10 years. That would make it a $108 billion industry worldwide. That's a pretty big uptick in growth. So I just, bourbon was really kind of an old man's drink back in the old days, something that your grandfather drank. But the millennial consumer, the younger consumers in all nations are migrating towards whiskeys, and they're really interested in craft bourbons. Our company is based in San Antonio, Texas. We do all of our manufacturing using Texas-grown agricultural grains, and we distill in Texas, and we bottle in Texas, we barrel age in Texas. Everything happens here in Texas, so we're very proud of that fact. I'm the current president of the Texas Distilled Spirits Association. Texas is now number 3 in the United States for whiskey production, a distant third, but we're behind Kentucky and Tennessee. But Kentucky and Tennessee are not magic places. You just need good limestone filtered water. And throughout Central Texas, we have wonderful limestone filtered water in this region, which we use to make our whiskey. It's free of iron, which iron is very bad for making spirits. It's rich in calcium, which adds a sweetness profile to the whiskey. And so we're using premium grains. It's handmade product here in Texas. And the craft industry has really grown around the U.S. and around the world for that matter. And so we are the first that really want to hit the foreign markets harder than any other company if we can. We've had a lot of success in the United States. We've won over 60 medals on our brands. And we just want to, send bourbon across the world in different regions that have an interest in trying it. And that is a little background on our company. The first product we introduced was Devil's River Bourbon Whiskey. It's a small batch bourbon that was just sold in Texas. The next year, we expanded into 11 states and introduced Devil's River Rye Whiskey and Devil's River Barrel Strength Whiskey. And then the following year, we expanded into a Devil's River Coffee Bourbon, which is an interesting combination, but quickly becoming our #1 seller. And that's when we expanded into 33 states. We also added 2 ultra premium whiskeys in our portfolio, which is a Devil's River Single Barrel and Devil's River Distiller Select. And again, like I said earlier, all this information is available on our website at devilsriverwhiskey.com about the brands and about the different expressions of whiskey. But I'll open it up now for any questions that anyone might have about our company.
One correction I'd like to make, I think, because I thought I saw Dominic in the call from Carter Group, but I must have got really excited because I saw the D in the Carter Group, but it's actually Debbie Howard. It might have been Debbie Howard that I was seeing. And this is even more cool because Debbie, like Dominic, is a world leader in market research for the Japanese market. They work together, and Debbie happens to be living in Texas right now. So there's multiple reasons why Debbie is somebody that all of you should know, very close to San Antonio. So Debbie, sorry if I messed that one up, and want to make sure everybody knows that you're in the room. What questions do people have, please? And don't be shy, just unmute yourself and fire away.
I have a question, Doug, for Mike. Mike, we are in Europe, and actually today I've invited our director of programs, Paolo Calcinelli here. Great markets for your products, Italy, Germany, and the UK, just to think about it. But the question I have for you is, are you currently in Russia?
No, sir.
Excellent market. Cesar and Doug will put us in touch with each other, because we have one of the greatest opportunities in Russia are the private clubs. They have fantastic monies. They have incredible ability to purchase everywhere in the world. And from what it sounds, your brand sounds outstanding. So we'll be very glad to be able to, help you out and put you in touch with, etc. So thank you so much. And thank you, Cesar, for inviting us today. And thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Professor Ansis, based in the U.S. and with lots and lots of ties to Italy and around the world. What other questions do people have, please?
First of all, Doug and Cesar, thanks a lot for inviting us to this opportunity to meet the San Antonio exporters here. Really interesting story, Mike. Thanks a lot. I think it might be interesting for you to connect with my colleague, Stephen Viljoen. What we do at Untitled is we assist North American companies with their expansion into European markets. And Stephen Fillion, Vice President of our retail unit, has an extensive experience in the food and beverage industry in Europe. So definitely interesting to connect with him as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Untitled and what we do, of course, that's something you can discuss with Stephen, or check our website as well. Don't want to take the time of others.
If you want to put the information in the chat area, we can get you guys connected for sure.
Will do. Thanks a lot.
Very good. And any other questions?
Hi, Mike. This is Debbie Howard talking from Wimberley, Texas. I actually live right off a place called the Devil's Backbone. You probably know that. So I love your name. Can't wait to try your product. Thank you. If you have any questions about Japan, I'm happy to do a separate Zoom call with you. It's kind of like 1-800 call Debbie. I'll tell you what I know. And then if you want to do a research project, I can tell you how to do that as well. But the Japanese market is very ripe, as you said, among the younger up and coming drinkers with the craft products. So, you know, I am sure that a fine product such as yours with award-winning credentials can probably get some legs in Japan. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful, Debbie. Thank you very much for introducing yourself, and I look forward. You're so close. I mean, we're not far away at all. I've got a good friend that
We
lives
can
there.
have a whiskey together.
Right.
Bring whiskey. Awesome. And sorry, I messed up, Debbie.
Oh, not at all. Not at all, Doug.
I think we have time for one more question.
Doug, it's Rob Arthurs.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Great presentation. Mike, tell me about what you're doing in Canada, and are you working with any of the whiskey societies here for some tastings and getting your product out there in front of the public?
You know, that's a great question. I've been up to Canada, and as you know, it's all run by the different provinces up there, and our products were approved in the country of Canada in the two provinces that I visited. And that was before the renegotiation of the NAFTA, which is now USMCA. But I'm definitely interested in re-exploring the Canadian market. It's definitely on my radar. There's a lot of whiskey consumption up there. And when I presented to the two different boards of Canada, they both loved the product and accepted it. It's just trying to find the right distributor partner. And but I'm interested, any help you could give me or suggestions you have, I'm certainly interested in looking at that.
Okay, and I put my contact information in the chat. Love to get some more information offline.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds good. And Professor Ansis, you may not see Mike Cameron because his name is preceded by the word speaker. So, but if you have any trouble, we'll get you guys connected by email. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate it. Let's move on to our next speaker, and that's Belkis Lane of Mission Restaurant Supply. Since 1988, Mission Restaurant Supply provides quality products primarily in the area of equipment and supply services for the food service industry. And Belkis, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to learning more and how we can help.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everybody. Very excited and grateful and blessed to be part of this awesome group. And looking forward to continue learning. And thank you, Carlos, for your leadership as well. Mission Restaurant Supply, great company, representing thousands of products in the kitchen industry, from true refrigeration, Hoshizaki, very famous Japanese brand. We are the authorized dealer in Texas. Since in 1988, Mission has earned a reputation for building lasting relationship and offering customer in a unrivaled selection of in-house services for licensed service department and leasing programs, custom metal fabrication, sales, designing, building, and more. Our family-owned and operated company is the largest Texas-based dealer for food service equipment and supply. Although our roots are here in Texas, Mission has customers across the country and the world, and we work on commercial projects nationwide. Our locations: San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, McAllen, Dallas, and Fort Worth. And I had to mention that we don't have per se a retail store in Houston, but we have a sister company in Houston that help us on the delivery and the sales on our equipment in that area. Our distribution centers: Mission own 150,000 square footage distribution center here in downtown San Antonio, where we'll keep inventory centralized and ready for fulfillment from this distribution center. Mission ship products to business nationwide. Our sales team: we have an outstanding sales team dedicated every single day, the 7 days of the week, 24/7, earning the reputation for building genuine long-term relationship with our customers. This relationship driven, it is an integral part of our company identity and a key differentiator on other dealers in the market, where the team is working on a complete package of equipment and small wares for a new location or selling one piece of equipment. Customer quickly learn that they are getting the best education, value, and service when they partner with us, with Mission Restaurant Supply. And I had to add to that, from hotels, food trucks, schools, government institution, whatever they need a piece of equipment in their kitchen, we will be there. Our service department, Mission, there's no time for downtime in our industry. That's why each Mission Restaurant Supply location is staffed with a factory trained and licensed service department. Whether it's a preventive maintenance work or a large scale installation, Mission customers appreciate having a fully authorized team, including technicians, installers, superintendents, and field projects managers to tend to their refrigeration needs, something very needed in the summer. We have a leasing program with our sister cousin company called Easy Eyes, with thousands of leasing currently in operation across Texas. There is no question that leasing is one of the Mission most popular services. We can lease from ice machines, refrigeration, bottle refrigeration, margarita machines, bottle coolers, and more. We count with the blessing to have a design team and design services in-house. Running a successful kitchen and food service operation begin with the smart design. From the first consultation to concept design and final layout, Mission teams of CAD operators and designers work closely with customers and food service projects of every imaginable kind. Together, they help bring vision to paper and high performance in kitchen to life. Another sister company that we have additional to that is our metal fabricator. Mission Metal Fabricators, the company is in-house custom metal fabrication shop, ensure the best quality control on stainless steel design, manufacturing, and installation. Mission Metal team of 40 talented artisans is committed to craftsmanship, creating sleek finishing products constructed to withstand the rigor of the commercial food service industry. If you guys are familiar with the Bill Millers and Taco Cabanas, we are the one in charge to design their kitchens and every single piece of metal that they have around their restaurants. Installation teams, I'm very proud to count with a team that work directly with our manufacturers to negotiate the best possible price for every job. We ensure seamlessly scheduling and installation to keep your project in track from start to finish. Like I said, industry that we serve, independent restaurants, chain restaurant, hotels, healthcare, education, concessions, bakeries, bar, C-stores, military, corporate feeders, stadiums and entertaining facilities, supermarkets, prison, and correctional facilities. As a partner of Mission, you will have access to an online account that can be curated with your unique product selection. These tools ensure consistency when ordering across multi-location and chains, making your life easier. We are a family-owned business, and family values make up the heart of Mission corporate culture. We do more than 300 hardworking and civic-minded individuals who represent the brand. The team prides itself on nurturing a close family culture and giving back to the communities that they serve. Today, Mission Restaurant Supply is proud to donate over 15% of after-tax profit to charity. And if you guys would like to know more about our company, you can go to our website, www.missionrs.com. And I have to say that, again, thank you for the opportunity. Just remember the Mission Restaurant Supply, your kitchen is our passion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Belkis. No time for questions, so we went all the way through. But let me just ask one quick question, and that is, what export markets are you targeting?
With trying to target the metal fabrication possible, and some brands that we represent in-house, that are local here in the United States, they are looking for opportunity, possible Latin America, Mexico, they don't have the opportunity to get to over there, to get to the final destination. I would say for the past 15 years, we've been dealing very closely with, I want to say 15% of our business coming from businesses, entrepreneurs from Mexico. They're trying to open a commissary over there. Right now, I'm quoting, as a matter of fact, for, I guess it is a section or government for Monterrey. They're looking for some specific products with the standards in the United States products has.
Okay.
It is one of those most important things.
Okay. So I heard Mexico in there, and so let's follow up so that we know how to help. So thank you so much for sharing. And we're gonna need to move on. We have 3 more presenters, and we're gonna be done at the top of the hour. So it's about 9 minutes each. So if you could try to target 4.5 minutes for presentation, 4.5 minutes for Q&A. The 3 remaining are Magnetic Precision Logistics, who'll go next. Then Kiolbassa, probably it'll be better pronounced by Rusty because it's his family name as well. And then Andy Diehl will be the 3rd. So sorry if we were going to do a little bit different order from what was on the website, and I missed that note. And so we're going to go now to the next speaker, which is Venezia Adkins. Venezia, thank you so much. Magnetic Precision Logistics works with customers on freight and logistics services, and oh my goodness, you know, what an amazing need there is right now for affordable, reliable logistics. And you do a lot of cold chain work. So we look forward to learning more and where you're targeting to grow and how we can help.
Well, thank you so much, Doug, and thank you to the Chamber for having me today. Again, my name is Venezia Adkins. I am the President and CEO of Magnetic Precision Logistics. And what we are is we are a freight brokerage and logistics consulting firm. We're based here in San Antonio, Texas. Our focus is logistics. and it's supporting businesses with logistics consulting and management services, along with sourcing and procurement of transportation with end-to-end tracking and a dedicated account management team. Our clients that we have, even though we're based here in San Antonio, we are across the US or domestically. We reach out to, we have small and mid-sized companies that are positioning themselves for growth domestically and internationally. And that's very important to me when I speak of small and mid-sized businesses. These are businesses that wouldn't have the resources. They don't have a dedicated logistics team or fleet to support them or the expertise. They are distributors and suppliers, manufacturers that are focused in the areas of perishable and non-perishable goods. For us, our target as we look to the next year and the next 1 to 2 years is really to target the pharmaceutical and healthcare sector. With programs like this, we are looking to expand to Canada and to Mexico. And we are right now starting projects in investment of looking at auto load matching. We do offer technology right now on the cold chain side, but looking at technology that will help bring everything together, no matter what mode of transportation I'm carrying something for a customer. I would like them to have access to all of that in one application, as well as some revamping of our website. At Magnet, our mission, it's to provide a customer-centric solution that delivers seamless movement of inventory, on-time delivery, eliminate waste, reduce cost with 100% compliance. Our vision is to become an industry-leading logistics consulting firm with brokerage and freight forwarding services and a network of fulfillment and distribution partner solutions for dry and temperature-sensitive inventory. And for us, we have a true north, and that is an aspirational goal of being a magnetic force in the industry through innovation and an unwavering commitment of placing our customers first. We operate with the highest standards of ethics, integrity, and transparency with dependability and an influential social conscience. For us, service is key. We understand that for our small and mid-sized businesses, that logistics management can be daunting. It's overwhelming. There's a lot to consider. There's transportation methods, time and temperature conditions, warehousing, and regulatory compliance. And it's failures in those areas that have contributed to waste and spoilage of over $60 billion last year alone. And we look to support our small businesses in being able to reduce that waste and control cost. We know that for our customers that there are a lot of brokerage firms and logistics services in the market, but where we shine is our unwavering commitment to service. We know that with us and our customers, when they're providing, we will provide a seamless logistics management experience that does not sacrifice their service and their quality and protect the integrity of their brand. It's not just a transaction for us of moving freight. It is really managing their inventory as though it is ours and we are an extension of their operations. We do offer a full suite of services as any other brokerage firm, including intermodal services. That includes rail, ocean, and also over-the-road transportation. What gives us the strength as a company ourselves starting in San Antonio is really our partnership. We partnered with, early on, we decided to partner with England Logistics as our backbone. They provide my back office support, billing, auditing from a freight perspective, just the expertise in the industry. They are a national player, and with them, we can provide the service focus. I can focus on the consultative approach with my team, but it gives us that network. It gives us the scalability to work with that small and that mid-sized customer. It gives us all modality solutions and that visibility. But we see ourselves as a force as we are supporting our small businesses to take their business out to globally to the market.
Okay, very good. We have about 1 minute for questions, and what questions are available, please? Please unmute yourself and go ahead. Don't be shy.
What countries are you interested in, Vanessa?
What markets are we interested in?
Yeah, what foreign markets? Yes.
We are interested in Canada and also in Mexico.
Thank you so much, Vanessa, for today.
Yeah.
Very good. And Vanessa, your what's your role with the firm?
I am the CEO, the president and CEO. I'm the founder of the firm.
And what year? What year?
We were founded in 2019. So we have seen, despite the pandemic, we've seen growth in our business over the last 3 years now.
Okay. What an amazing time to be in logistics, huh? What's been your biggest surprise?
My biggest surprise is just from an industry perspective is a very cavalier approach to logistics and looking at it as though it's just a transaction. So many customers that I speak to, they when they come to me, they think that I am just going to be managing their freight from one point A to point B, and really not understanding their business, understanding what they are trying to accomplish and helping them achieve that. Because I really look to partner with them and be their logistics expert and the backbone to their operation.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
I have a final question because all of a sudden popped it. Yesterday, I was talking with one of our clients back in Europe, and the cost of container transportation is going through the roof.
Yeah.
It used to be like $2,000, $3,000 per container. Yesterday, quotation to us was about $17,000, $1,800. So the cost, is that affecting you at all in your business?
It has. I do have a customer that moves quite a bit from the West Coast over to the East Coast, and they have experienced that where we've seen prices that are coming inventory, because they are shipping out to prisons that are in Puerto Rico, also in Hawaii, but they are experiencing that as well and trying to get inventory across the country and overseas, as well as by train. I had a quote for rail just last week that was 14,000.
Yeah, I'll do the roof. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you, Doug, for the interaction.
Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. Let's move on to our next speaker. That's Rusty Kiolbassa, which sounds oddly like kielbasa. So I'd love to hear the story of how it got, how your family got into meat, and it sounds like a meat. Maybe it's another language. So Rusty, we look forward to learning more. 1949, the company was founded. So congratulations on the success, and we look forward to learning more about what your goals are.
Oh, well, thank you, Doug, and thank you all for having me. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all are. Really excited about this opportunity to present to y'all. And I've got a video to show you that will answer a lot of your questions, Doug. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear this.
We were going to do in life. We were destined to be sausage makers. In 1949, my grandfather started Kiolbassa Smoked Meats. He knew sausage, and that's what he wanted to do. And I think he'd be really, really impressed where it is today. We make the sausage the exact same way that my grandfather made it. And we do that because we believe, a sacred trust with our customers to deliver the highest quality sausage products you can buy. There are really a handful of things that separate good sausage to great sausage. We think what makes our sausage so good are really fresh, never frozen meat, fresh spices, handcrafting small batches in a 150-pound bull chopper, and only using real hardwood to smoke our product. That's the way they made sausage 100 years ago. They kept it very simple, and that's what gives it the flavor. You don't have to overcomplicate it with a bunch of other ingredients. Man, that's good. There is more great sausage made in Central Texas than I think anywhere in the world. And we have been the beneficiaries of a rich heritage and tradition of great sausage making. I like to tell people, if you can make it in Central Texas, you can make it anywhere. When you bring a package of our sausage home, keep it simple. Our product is fully cooked. You cannot mess it up. Just heat it throughout. You can slice it, put it in a casserole, a gumbo, or you can put it on the grill. And like I like to eat it, just put it in a piece of bread or a flour tortilla and put a little mustard on it if you want. You can't get any better than that. Cheers. It's pretty amazing to be part of a third generation company. There's not many of us around, and there's a camaraderie. We show up every day for a bigger reason than just to make sausage. We are there to enrich your life. Food is a very emotional thing. We share our table with family and friends, and food is obviously a big part of our lives. We want to be part of that. We want to create really memorable eating experiences for you. If you don't think kielbassa is the best sausage you've ever eaten, call us and we'll give you your money back.
All right. Well, that was pretty much the end of the video. That I kind of answered a lot of the questions that you had, Doug, on there. But kind of wanted to share with y'all real quick about where we are in the United States. We are mostly in grocery, retail, and club stores. You'll see a lot of our presence here in Texas, the Southeast, and the Midwest regions. We're growing a presence in the Northwest, West Coast, and Northeast areas as well. We've got a lot of what we call meat left on that bone, and so really growing over there. But a lot of our presence really around the country is in the club business. Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's, those are some of our biggest customers that we have. And that's where a lot of our California customers come from, as well as our Northeast as well. Some of the products that we offer, I'll go through these real quick because we offer a number of different items, including dinner sausage, really focusing on beef, although we have quite a few pork and beef blend items like our Polish and roasted garlic. One of my personal favorites on here is the jalapeno cheddar. That is a local favorite here in San Antonio. Some of the other things that we have pride ourselves on is being the leading organic beef sausage in the market. You won't find another company out there that's really leaning into organic, grass-fed, and grass-finished beef sausage. And that is one of our ways to leaning into a more sustainable environment and really kind of creating a really good eating experience while kind of creating a more sustainable way of producing it. Some of the other areas that we do make items is bacon. There's a dry cured hickory smoked bacon that we sell. A lot of it here in Texas and in the Southeast. And you'll probably see on here that it's dry cured. And what that means is that there is no water pumped in it. So when you put this bacon on the griddle, you will not see it splatter a lot or shrink down in size. It's going to stay that size, and it's going to be really good, really thick cut. It's one of my favorite things that we make at Kiolbassa. Another one of the things that we've kind of gotten into recently are all pork breakfast links. One of them is in maple flavored, a little sweetness to it. And while we also have a savory sage flavor breakfast link on there. One last thing too that we are very prideful about is our chorizo. It's another local favorite here in San Antonio, all pork blend, Mexican style chorizo. That is a kind of a staple here in the community. And last but not least, this is very new to us, is getting into chicken sausage. So this has been something that we have been growing a lot at Costco over the past 2 years, particularly in our California regions. And it's been doing very well, and we're really looking forward to expanding it as well. And one of the things I do like to highlight about this chicken sausage, it is our only pork-free item that we sell. Everything else uses a pork casing on it. So that was one of the big pitching points I made with Costco on this item. And real quick, some of the places where we're looking to expand are Mexico, Canada. That's kind of the low-hanging fruit for us. Those are easily distributed places for us to get to. However, we are always, looking for ideas to get our sausage overseas, including the Pacific Rim, who we have talked with Costco about recently, about getting our items in Taiwan and Japan. A lot of regulatory stuff we're working through, but having very positive conversations around that. Europe, possibly. I know there's a lot of good sausage in Europe. I don't know how they would take it if an American brand was making a presence over there, but we're open to giving it a shot. And I know there's a lot of you from the Middle East and Africa on this call. Would love to talk to you guys some more if y'all are interested. That's all I really have for my presentation. I know it's kind of short and quick, but I'll open up for questions.
Yeah, we need to move on. So what I would suggest is please put your questions in the chat area. As you've learned, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit in sausage, which is enlightening. So really appreciate sharing the history, a little bit about what you're doing in the product line, and also where you're looking to grow. If you'd like to get a hold of Rusty, please do so either in the chat or let us know how we can connect you. And please feel free to raise questions in the chat area. We have about 8 to 9 minutes left. And so, as I promised, we are going to be done on time, and that's always our goal. And so our next and last speaker is Andy Diehl. VP Racing Fuels was actually founded by Steve Burns. So Andy, let us know what your role is in the company. Mr. Burns' aptitude for R&D and chemistry got to the point where they have created a product line for the racing industry that's outstanding. So we look forward to learning more about what you're doing in the US and where you're looking to grow internationally. Andy, please take it away.
Sure. Thank you, Doug. And thank you for arranging this, Carlos. Can you guys see and hear me all right?
Perfectly.
Okay, perfect. My name is Andy Diehl. I'm the division manager here at VP Racing Fuels. Silently tagging along with me here is Brad Horton. He's on the line. He handles our fuels for the central region of the United States into Canada and Mexico. My role is covering most of the retail distribution and aftermarket warehouse distributors as well. So I'll jump right into it. Wanted to cover our mission statement, which is basically maintaining our leading position over performance fuels. We're a company that was established in 1975, so we have a rich 46-year history in the automotive and power sports space, parlaying that leading position, especially here in the United States, into a highly valued consumer brand in fuels, additives, and lubricants. And what we're seeking is distribution both further into Canada and Mexico. We have a couple of distributor partners in Canada. Mexico is pretty wide open territory. And then we've got another individual, his name is James McVeigh, that's focused on growing our product presence in the European market. So we're pretty covered in the States, as you'll see, but we are actively seeking a lot of international expansion. Most of our products are manufactured in San Antonio, Texas, but we just onboarded a new plant in a place called Huntingdon, Tennessee, kind of in between Memphis and Nashville. We produce plastics as well. One of our popular products is utility containers, both in 5-gallon and 3-gallon capacity. And we do those out of St. Louis, Missouri. We started producing in our own plant in Tennessee, and then we're looking to expand into Texas and California at the beginning of the year. We do license motor oils as well. We have 4 lubricants terminals that distribute those products. We're currently doing a little over 10 million gallons, not even close to our capacity yet. So obviously looking to grow, and we're putting a lot of money in capital expenditures to grow our operation between a tank farm expansion, our new facility in Tennessee, and we're looking to acquire further facilities as well. Technical expertise, we have 2 full-time chemists on staff just in San Antonio. We just onboarded another chemist in Tennessee. We're very vertically integrated. We'll manufacture our own fuels from raw components. We blend those using our tank farm. We package them in pail, drum, bottle, whatever it might be. And we do some plastic blow molding on our own, as well as have a marketing department, 13 members deep. So we're a very heavily marketing focused company. We're also very focused on R&D, creating solutions for whether it be cities or the government. We're pretty involved in UAV business, which would be drones. So we do drone fuel for the government as well. We are an ISO 9001:2015 certified facility, and actually just passed our audit with flying colors. And we have very low defective rates, because obviously if we made a mistake, that would be a lot of gallons and a lot of people affected. So we're very focused on having all the QC measures in place. This is a look at some of our Tennessee operation. We grew into a 157,000 square foot facility on 57 acres. We onboarded this during COVID, right when it was all starting. So that was very interesting We actually got our shoulder tapped by AutoZone to do their hand sanitizer. So you've probably seen it in store if you walk in that retailer frequently. So overnight, we pretty much employed 50 people in our Tennessee facility to start packaging hand sanitizer. And then when that kind of slowly came to a halt, we pivoted that facility to do our fuel additives, our small engine fuels, and our blow molding for plastic containers. This is kind of a look at the race fuels, and we are seeking distribution, especially in Mexico, on race fuels. We do it by drum, 15-gallon drum, 5-gallon pail. There's the liter breakdown as well for the conversion. We do leaded fuels, unleaded fuels, methanols, ethanols, nitromethane. We do oxygenated fuels, and as mentioned, we do products for the government. In addition to that, my big push, obviously I'm over retail, is fuel additives. So we do everything from diesel fuel additives to gasoline products, including octane boosters. We've got some EPA registered additives. We've got some things for marine, as well as we've got coolant improvement additives. And we've even gotten into transmission products, as well as brake fluids and full-on motor oils, which you'll see a few slides down. To give you a little perspective on who's doing what with us here domestically, AutoZone has got several products, good slottings there. Napa has been a long-term partner, probably since about 2013 with us. They also do our outdoor power equipment line. So we do fuels and lubricants for outdoor power equipment, including lawnmowers, string trimmers, blowers, chainsaws. A lot of that is a result of pump gas having ethanol in it, which is very destructive to those particular units. O'Reilly Auto Parts, we do a few products with them, and we're growing Pep Boys and Advanced Auto Parts as well. So we've got great saturation and coverage, and it's been awesome because we do a ton of events and marketing. So we send a lot of people into our retailers to go pick up these products. We do have some CRE NOM 16 certifications on 2 specific products. We're looking to grow that. We would like to have our full additive line as well as our motor oil line. So we need to align with a partner that has, a home base in Mexico that can help us navigate through that. But at least we have 2 products that are registered through CRE. This is a quick look at some of our other products, including motor oils. We do gear oils and transmission products. Those plastic products in the top right, that is what we blow mold, and they're very, very popular. We're actually set to produce about 5 million of those next year. So it's pretty heavy volume. Power sports oils and aerosols for dirt bikes and UTV type products. And then our outdoor power line, as mentioned, for a lot of your household products. This is a quick look at some of the merchandising we do. The left side is something we've done in Tractor Supplies. We've done the middle section right there with 4-wheel parts and a lot of the hardware chains here domestically. So obviously very focused on marketing, shelf presence, and kind of pushing the envelope on capturing the user's attention as they walk into the store and giving them an experience. There's some look at some of the marketing we do between social media, ad support, and giveaways. We do a lot of activation at our retailers. That was the monster truck that we had for several years with Monster Jam here locally. Promotions with couponing and rebates. And then that's me down in the right corner doing training. Here's our contact info. And what I'll do is I saw that Carlos sent along the business card link. I will definitely reach out to you guys, send you a copy of the presentation. I'm sure Greater SATX might already do that, but that's our contact info right there. Brad, of course, is over the fuels distribution. So just give us a call. We'd love to answer any questions, and we'd love to figure out how we could partner with you and grow within new countries.
You're on mute, Doug. Doug, you're muted, Doug.
So we are right at time. Thank you, Cesar. We are right at time. So we need to end the program, but we will spill over just a minute or two with just some final words. Carlos, would you like to say any concluding comments?
Really, thank you, Doug, for your leadership. Chris, Jorge, Cesar, thank you all very much. We look forward to doing this and many others as the years come by. Thank you.
Fantastic. Christopher, are you still there? Would you like to say some words?
Sure, thank you. I just wanted to say excellent job to all of the business presenters. Wow, you really made us proud in San Antonio. You put San Antonio on the map in a big way. I know that there's a lot of interest in what you're doing, so please reach out to these companies. And if you need support, email me at christopher@globalchamber.org. And I'd like to thank my chair, Jorge Canavati. He really put this together.
No, thank you, Chris.
Anything you'd like to say, Jorge?
No, I just think this is exactly what we're all about, and just bringing companies together and bringing wonderful, hopefully good business for all. You know, this is what economic development really, really is about, and we are there to support. And it's my privilege to work with you and Chris and Cesar and Carlos, who I've known since he was a baby, and we've done a lot of things throughout the years. And I appreciate everybody, and we are here to support everybody. Thank you.
Are you working with Rusty on a barbecue version of kielbasa?
I have used kielbasa. It's one of my favorite meat products, and they are very good at supporting some of the competition barbecue events as well. I also buy a lot of my stuff at Mission Restaurant Supply, by the way. You know, wow. And they treat the individual like me the same as their large corporate customers. Incredible customer service.
Interesting. Yeah, the comment also about being in Tucson is something I'm going to follow up on. I wrote down a variety of things, and I'm sure Cesar did as well. Like, for instance, on the VP fuels, the distribution in Mexico seemed to be clearly obvious and something that we can definitely help with.
Absolutely, we can.
And
yes.
then some drone manufacturers that are coming into the US that might make sense in terms of connecting in. And so I'll handle at least a couple of those. And so thanks everybody for joining today, all the speakers. Really appreciate you sharing this. It's the beginning of a conversation, so let's look at it that way. So thank you for sharing and starting the conversation. We'll be in touch. Thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great day.
Good day.
Take care.
Thank you, guys.